Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Lane, Cryptid Encounters here. Going back through some of my archive footage, and I just wanted to show you this footage I found. And at first glance, you really can't see nothing unless you have with the untrained eye. You got to have a trained eye to see it. But here I'm going to point it out to you, just so you can see. Okay, you got one Sasquatch right here. You can see brown fur. Where they coat their hair with maple, he just blends right in. You can see him right there. And then here's a young juvenile right there. And then he's got one standing on his head right there up to the tip of the tree. Okay. From there you can see, let me go to edit. Actually, I'm going to screenshot this. Then I'm going to go to the actual image. Okay, save the files. Back. Edit markup. Alright. Okay, you can see here where they have they've woven branches in there to make like a makeshift bed up in the trees, right? Like so. And what you're going to see is, after doing that, there is a Sasquatch asleep on the tree right there. Now with this markup mode, I can't zoom way in, but I'm going to do the markup and then revert back, so then you'll know what areas to look. And then there's one here, right? You got one here. What's most intriguing is right here. You got one that is barely sticking out right here, right? But he is a chameleon, and you'll see one eye there and there. You'll see like half his face, but he's a chameleon. And then this is crazy. Right here in the top corner, there is a little baby juvenile out on the twig here, and you'll see his face, and he'll have you'll see his two little eyes in his hands there, and there's a couple those little Darrow hobbits up there on the twigs with him. And then right here is the adult's face fetching him. Okay, now that you see all that, I'm going to unmark it, and also there's one right here hanging on this twig. I'm going to unmark this and go back to the actual video to where we can fast forward and whatnot. And there's more movement I'm about to show you on up through the video, but we're going to go back to this where you can see that one was swaying in now. Let me get to where it's focused in there. He's ducked down there. They're ducked down a little bit. But you can see his fur there coming in pretty good. There might even be another one with him right there. But right here, look at that little baby juvenile just sitting there watching me, chilling out on a twig. See him right there? And he's got a little baby on top of his head. Look at that. Look at that little baby just on for the ride on top of his head. And they're out here monkeying around on that tree branch. So amazing. And then you got the adult Back here, I don't see the adult yet. You can see one eye looking out there, I think. There's one of the adult side profile view. You see his two eyes there, and it looks like a mustache, but it's not. It looks like he's got a little Darrow squatch in his mouth. He's probably dropping off on that twig branch, or picking one up, one of the two. There's a little baby Sasquatch looking around right there, peeking around the tree. See? I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to try to clear that one up a little bit. There's another one right there. Possibly another one right there. All the way down through there. They're trying to peek over at me. Let's see. Let's go. Trying to get that. See, the shutter on that camera doesn't work fast enough. But I got a new Rebel T7 I had purchased, being delivered right now. So my footage is going to go way up here in the coming weeks. Let me see, there's another one right there. They're just all through this footage. Let me see what all's changed here with the movement. Let's see. The baby juvenile still there. Okay, there's the adult's face coming in a little better right there. Tree peeking. And there's a little hobbit squatch right there laying on that tree branch. You see his two little feet right there sticking up in the air. He's laid out on that. And then there's another one right here climbing up the side of the tree. Check him out. See his little feet and his legs. They're such cute little beings. I don't know how long they stay short like that, but it takes a while for them to grow up into adults. But they are adorable little beings. Yeah, there's one right there. One right there. So, and that adult. So I get that new camera this week. There's one right there. I'm going to be catching all these guys crystal clear. 24 megapixels. I can't wait. Pretty excited about it. Then let's go a little bit further here. Okay, there's one right there. You can see tree peeking. We'll check that one out right there. And then there's one above his head. Look at that guy. They sure are. Those are bigger squatches. Look at him observing me. That's two adults with a young juvenile on his head. I'm going to screenshot that and try to clear that up a little bit after we're done here. There's another one standing right by him. Right there. Ooh, there's one there a little further to the left too. Wow, this is going to be some good footage. Okay, I'm going to go forward just a hair. Let's see how what these guys do. His hand's up in the air there. Looks like they're trying to duck out of the way. That one's head is moving sideways. They're getting lower. They're trying to duck out of the way. Look at that little baby holding on right there. He's right there watching, trying to duck out of the way with his parents. Okay, so they're turned completely sideways. Looks like they're lowering. They're trying to lower down behind the bush here. Oh shoot. Right. Let me get back up there where it was. Somewhere right here. There we go. That one's face coming in just a little bit better right there. He's looking at me. Got one eye on me. There's that one. Looking at me. There's a couple up in that tree. Oh, look at that little juvenile side profile with the adult right there playing with him in the tree. The eyeball on that little juvenile. Look at that little hobbit squatch sitting there. Alright, let's focus on his face and see if we can get it kind of clear. Getting in that tree, trying to blend in that tree. Let's see. His little face holding up there, it's showing his teeth. Wow, but then he squatted way down. Looks like this one's kind of laughing and he's standing on his belly. That's what it looks like to me, but I don't know. It looks like he's laying back there on the ground and that one's standing on his belly, squatted down with three little babies in his arms. I can't tell, but that's what it kind of looks like to me. There's one standing back there. Couple big ones back there. Look at him standing there. Oh wow, look at that face coming in. How big he is. One there. Look at the side profile view of this one. Look at him smiling. Look at his teeth. We'll see his little head move around. Watch this. Get some facial expressions out of him. Okay, he turned his head. Let's see that again. There's his eyes. We've got the side view of one of them. Let's look from right here, see what we can get. If I can smile there. Can't really tell. There, he's looking more at me there. With his eyes there. He's got a little Darrow squatch in his nostril right there. Looks like he's got two of them on his face. Now there's a little juvenile right there. Taking a turn watching me. Get this one up here hanging. Look at this one here. Check that one out. He's hanging his arm. He's got his arm dangling there. He's got a little juvenile up there with him. That one looking up at me. The bottom of the bush. They're just all through this footage. Okay, we're going to go up here and we'll see a couple giants here is what I want to get. Look, you can see one on his head coming in there. See how clear this footage will get for us. There we go. You can see that one's eye coming through and his nose and his mouth. He's looking in between the trees. See him there? Look at that. That eyeball. He might have another adult right there with him. I can't tell. There's a couple different ones in there. There you go. See his face right there move. See his eye move at the top. Check it out. See? He looked left, right. See it move? Right here. Watch that. That's his eyeball. Watch this. See him? He's moving his eye. Let me back it up so you can see it a little better. Now you know where to focus. See? Bam. Right there. See it rotate? Wow, right there. There's his eye movement. See it? Look. You can see him flexing it right at me. You can see him move his eyelid there. There. Bam. That's a giant, folks. That's a huge tree. You know, from the bottom all the way up, he's a monster. He is a monster. Now look at this one here, where we were. Now look at the head that's right here. Look how big this head is here. And look at this big silhouette back here of another giant. Okay, you got one leaned over looking there. One there. Look at that. Looking at me. And a big one right there. Leaned over at me. All big Sasquatches. But this guy right here, he's gigantic. He's huge. Ooh, then you got one. The silhouette of half his face is right there. Well, it might be more than that. He's got his eyes blackened in to help with glare. His face move. Oh, see the expressions on his face? Ooh, right there. He's blinched. He's flinching at me when I move the light. Right there. He's rolling his face, or he's most likely he's growling at me. Let's see what view we got there. Okay, now you can see some of the brown coming in, some of the greens. A lot of that's where they paint they wash their skin in those different tree fluids and stuff. They get different reactions with the light. It blends right in. Here's a juvenile on the top looking up. So he's looking up at a giant, smiling. Look at him. Couple juveniles right there. This adult, he's starting to show his mouth a little bit. There's another adult right there. Now this video from start to finish is only 1 minute and 17 seconds long. Look at that thumb. Wow, that's a big thumb. That face there looking at me. They are just all in this footage. Look at him, he's ducked way down. His face right there. This guy. Anyways, this video is starting to run long. Little juvenile there. Like I said, my new camera will be here this week. And it's going to change the ball game on this footage. Anyways, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Peace.